I mentioned earlier, we are going to be focusing on BIM 360 Field today. Decision making at the point of work, improving quality, safety, and profitability, because individuals in the field will be able to, in real time, understand and articulate back what's going on in the field compared to what's being planned. Next slide. So, what is BIM 360 Field? It is, of course, designed for the entire construction project team. And remember that risk slide that I showed earlier? Because this information is being viewed and individuals in the field are able to report back in real time, you'll be able to manage quality, you'll be able to manage safety, you'll be able to take pictures, you'll be able to do markup, you'll be able to enable model-based workflows on a job site, and you'll be able to link data to those models and true insight and be able to get analytical reports to be able to show you on a consistent basis those things that are going well and those things that we need to improve on. Next slide. Okay. So, I mean, really the real key benefits is that you're going to lower your construction deficit claims and costs because you're going to be able to curtail issues before they can occur. You're going to reduce the amount of rework because you'll be able to manage and view what's planned versus what's really going on in the field. And you're going to be able to improve productivity because you're clearly going to be able to cut down on time, especially when it comes to inspections, when it comes down to be able to know what's going on in the field. You're going to be able to cut down on that decision-making time, which is going to reduce your overall cost. As I mentioned, BIM 360, it allows you to have access to PDF docs on the iPad, and also on the iPad, I think what's really important is that you'll be able to take information and sync it. Let's just say you're out in a trailer or what have you, and you don't really have good internet connection before you go. You can take that information on your iPad and then sync it when you get back to the office, and you'll also be able to attach push pins and markups as well. Next slide. And I think most importantly is that, again, as I mentioned, the most important thing is that when you are successful with a project, to be able to take that information and perform analytics on it, to be able to say, all right, this was successful for this type of project, we'll be able to use this in the future, and BIM 360 will allow you to be able to have daily reports. You'll be able to see all information that is necessary for you to do your job for that particular day and at that moment just by able to clicking a browser or being able to using your iPad. Next slide, please. Okay, so without further ado, I am actually going to turn this over to Austin, and he's going to give you a very good and thorough demonstration on BIM 360 Field.
Great, thanks, John. Let me show my screen here. So good afternoon for the folks that are on the East Coast, and good morning for the ones that are on the West Coast. So John talked about a lot about mobility within out on site and in the office. Okay, there's two modules to this field per se. One that's a desktop app or internet-based. The second one is the iPad. All this is accessible basically through the cloud. Okay, even though you may not have access, a lot of times, we're out on site. We know that Wi-Fi is not the greatest or doesn't even exist. So with Field, there is abilities that you can sync your data through the iPad before you get out on the site. Get to the site, do your work, log your daily updates, fill out your checklist and your issues that are happening out on site. Once you get access to Wi-Fi, it will resync. So right now, this is the main dashboard of the internet, should I say, browser website. Again, Field is fully accessible through internet browser. Okay. This is the first dashboard, should I say. This is the project overview. So when I look at a project, and I can tell my project is right here, I'm in trial sample power plant, and I can see the typical issues, which ones have been, are in draft mode, or ones have been opened or completed. Okay. Also, along with issues that folks that are filling them out on their iPad, out on site. Me, being back at the office, I'm able to see which ones have been completed, which issues have been closed out. Okay. Also, I can at any given point, I can look at what company has the most issues, which company has been clearing out a lot of their issues. A lot of data that's being sent up to the cloud or BIM 360 field, you'll notice that it all has a tie back to it. So if it is an issue, it always has a root cause. Okay, what is those root causes? Why is this not being done on time? Why is this not being built correctly? Okay, so I can come in here and I can find out any given root cause based on that project. And also, I can see, again, average time of close. Now, you'll notice that this dashboard, I can customize this to whatever I need. So if I didn't want, let's say, root cause here, I wanted something else, I can basically tweak this per my project. Okay. Now again, along the left, it's a very, very user-friendly interface. Okay, so it's not very, very complicated. So let's go down one tab here. I have issues. So if I click on issues, I'm able to see at any given point issues that have been created out on site per this one project. Now I can cycle down through, I just want to see issues that are in zone 1 or issues that are in the cooling tower. And I can see those at any given point just by a click of the mouse. Okay? Issues are assigned based on a company or a description. I can also assign a location of where that issue is. Okay? Every issue has a type to it. Okay, so either it's a safety issue, or if it's a QA, or commissioning, or even just a punch list. Okay, I have contractor punch list in here as well, and then it also has an author. Okay, and it has those status: open, close, and dispute. Okay, the data has been logged. Over on the left-hand side, I have my filter. I can come in here. I can search for any given issue through that project. So if that project is a year long, I can go back, hey, I'm really looking for something that was created by me, okay, or not created by me, hasn't been back charged. Who was, what company was it assigned to? Okay, well, I can come in here, let me look at, B&M masonry, okay, and I can search for those issues. Okay, so right now they don't have any issues. That's good. Okay, so I can come through and I can find out any given information on those issues. Now, coming down one more. Now I'm going to show you this also on the iPad too. So the next tab below issues is tasks. Okay, so what I can do is I can assign tasks out to given individuals on my project. So I can go add, and it'll display what the task is, the task category, okay, let's say inspect work, okay, and the name is, whatever it may be. I can put a description in. I can also put in who is actually responsible for the company, okay. Now, when I send out the company, it's going to notify the entire company. I can also assign it to individual members of that project, okay. And then it also responds to a location and location detail, and I can actually put in what is the status of this task, okay? Is this open, or is this a new task, okay? So once I send this, this could be a new task. Let's say if I send it to Peter Marchese, okay? I'm going to send this to him, and this is his task. Once he opens it on his iPad, he's able to switch the task from open to on hold, or let's say if he has fixed the issue, he can close it out. Now everything has, let's say if I want to close it, I want to verify that I've done my task right. Okay, I can take a picture of that task and assign it to my library. So I always have basically a go-to of what was done out on site. So this is a quick example of tasks. Now I can go in here and I can assign issues, checklists based on that task if I need to, okay, to that given individual. By going to checklists, so here's all the checklists that have been created so far. Now there's only a few of them here. I can create a checklist through the web interface if I wanted to, okay, but mainly the checklist is actually again, a little more user-friendly on the iPad. Okay, so I can tell that we've, looks like Peter Marchese has filled out this facility fire suppression. Let's see what this is. Let me open this. He filled out this checklist. Looks like he went through and filled out this checklist just briefly. Had a couple pluses and minuses. Now you can put yes or no, true and false. If you are ever filling out a checklist on the iPad, and I'm going to show you this within this webinar, when you're filling these out, if you come across that it does say no, it's BIM 360 field is going to automatically basically issue an issue. Okay, so sounds done, but it's going to create an issue for your project, because if you're saying no, that this is not built correctly, that's an issue. Okay, what is the root cause? And then you have to log that. Okay, everything is all checks and balances.